Hello, today we are going to run through how to set up and program the new Eve MotionBlinds motor, which is now available from Desktop. So today we're going to run through the 3 different ways to set up and program the blind. That's using a smartphone or tablet, the button, i.e. the pull, or a remote control. Before we start, we'll just run through some of the features of the motor itself. So first of all, we have USB-C charging port, the pull cord, the LED battery reset indicator, the end position button, and the reset program button. When the motor arrives, it will be in lock mode so that it doesn't set off in transit. As you can see, I'm pulling this pull and nothing is happening. To unlock the motor, you very simply just plug the charger into the charging port. You'll notice the green light on the motor will flash. You can take the charger back out and the blind will start working. So to now pair this to Eve, I open the Eve app on my tablet or smartphone and then click the Add Accessory, which brings up the QR scanning option. Now the QR code can be found underneath the pull, so I just scan the QR just like adding any other accessory. So now the blind is loaded. That can sometimes take up to a minute, so I can now choose a location for the blind, which I've done. You can choose a name and then it will add it to the Eve app. Now the next step is you can actually set up the blind within the Eve app, and this is why we always recommend going through Eve as opposed to HomeKit, because this feature which we're going to show now is only available using the Eve app. So first of all, it says please ensure your blind is fully mounted, which obviously it is here. I confirm that, and then I need to tell the app which way the blind is rotated, in which case this is front roll or reverse roll. And then I need to tell it which side the cord is on. So the app is literally walking me through this. You know, it's doing it for me. So now I'm going to set the limits. So you can see it's jumping up down. I can adjust the limits on the app, confirm that, and then I can go up to the top position just by pressing and holding on the app. So I can confirm that. Then it says installation finished. I can then go into it and set a favorite position also through the app if I want, or I can just click set up later, and then it's done. And I can see my blind in the app, and I can then work it from the Eve app. Or I can work this also from HomeKit. Now, because I went through the Eve app, it automatically copies the blind onto my HomeKit app. So also I'm now in HomeKit, and I can operate the blind just the same from within HomeKit. The other important thing to note here is that all limits and information is stored in the motor. So if I now use this pull once and it will start going up, and that's the limit I set on the iPad. Pull down, it will go down to the bottom limit, or if I want to stop it, I can pull once, pull again, and it starts going back up. So this is a great solution for guests, or if you're walking out of a door or something, you just need to pop the blind up, you don't want to get your phone out and that kind of thing. So everything's stored on the motor, and this will remember the limits. Okay, so In this video we're going to look at how to set up the blind using just the pull. So in the last video I showed how to unlock the blind using the charger. This time I'm going to unlock the blind using the program and reset button, which is the clear button. So I just press and hold, pull twice, and you can see that the blind is now stepping up and down. Now if the blind is not continuing to run when I pull on the cord, as I'm pulling and holding, that means there's no limit set. So to set the limits, I need to use the other button on the motor, which is the end limit button. So to set my top limit, I go up to where I want to be, press and hold the end limit button, and the blind will step, and then pull and hold the cord to my bottom position. I just let go when I want it to stop, and obviously I can adjust it, press and hold again, and that steps, and now the limits will be set. As you can see, now if I was to pair the app up to the motor now, the limits are remembered on the motor, so they'll automatically copy across to the app. If I wanted to adjust those limits, I go to the limit that I want to adjust, press and hold the limit setting button, the blind will step, I can go down to the limit I want, and there we have a new top limit. And again, that would copy through to the app. So now I'm going to show how to pair a remote to the blind if you wanted to use one. So first off, once again, the blind would need to be unlocked. I've already done it for this one. So you can see it's stepping up and down, which means there's no limit set. So I just press the reset button once, and the blind will start stepping up and down. I press the button on the back of the remote, and you need to use something quite thin to do this, like a paper clip or something. Just press that once, and then press this button again once, and the blind will be working on the remote. So the remote is now paired to the blind. To set the limits and the favourite position, we always recommend using the pull to do that, as it's a lot simpler than using the remote. However, if you do want to use the remote, you can refer to our instruction booklet for full instructions.